All right, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here today. And for all of you that have tuned in live from around the country, I can see you up and running and chatting already. It's exciting to have you with us. If you're a guest here today, we won't take too much of your time. The next sort of 30, 35 minutes, we're going to talk through DuePoint. That's what you're looking at this afternoon. DuePoint is, in fact, a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a homegrown South African company. Founded in 1952, so we're nearly 70 years old. We're a public listed company, and we are a full-blown and licensed life and short-term insurance company. You're not dealing with an intermediary, you're not dealing with a brokerage, you are dealing with one of the few licensed insurance companies in South Africa today. We tell you all of this because we want you to have some comfort in us. Today we know that there are just so many things blowing around in our market, most of which have come from overseas, and most of which are here generally just to take your money. That's not who we are. You will be able to find our offices all around the country in the major cities. Just look for the Constantia branding and you'll find us there. We want you to know that you're dealing with something built in and for South Africans. Now, about half a decade ago, we launched this division called DuePoint here, and we launched it with a very specific objective. It's the reason why you're here this morning. It was launched with the objective of creating a proper, economically viable solution for South Africans. Not for anybody else, for South Africans. Why? Because we were already moving into economic crisis in South Africa. Most of you guys know it already. Our president said it last year. South Africa is once again in economic crisis. I think he was probably referring to 1982 when we were last in economic crisis, because he really shouldn't have used the word "and once again." He should have just said we have continued to be in economic crisis. Economic crisis is, ladies and gentlemen, a state we have got used to in South Africa, but one that is actually slowly strangling us to death. We are in a position these days where South Africans, we can't control our income. None of us are able to go out there and just increase our income. We just aren't. Most of us are not covering our costs anymore in South Africa because costs have become astronomical. This is due to inflation. We've been told it's 6%, but actually when you read The Economist, they say those numbers have probably been doctored. For you and me on the ground, it's probably closer to 20 to 25% per annum. There's awesome tests you can do. Go to the shops this weekend, buy a set of goodies, get a ticket, understand how much it costs, try again next month and see if those prices have moved. Do you remember back in the day when we used to get price increases once a year? Long ago are those days. These days it's every month. Every month prices are going up. 14 petrol price increases in the last 18 months. They don't even advertise them anymore. We don't even talk about them on the news. We are in proper economic crisis. And as the economists say, we've probably got less than a decade left before we are properly impoverished as a country. What does that mean? It means we can no longer borrow from overseas, and it means that we certainly cannot pay back, which means hyperinflation for us on the ground. That's not me. Go Google it. This is what the guys are saying out there. And it's crisis. That's what crisis looks like. And we have not been able to see a solution coming from any quarter in South Africa. And so, as I said, we saw this coming, and we knew that if we were going to survive, and we were going to survive with our customers, we needed to create a solution. And that's what we did. We created what we call the DuePoint system. It is a technology-based system. It is not a system that you have seen before. This is quite unique, I can assure you, from everything you have seen before. It is a system that's not going to ask you to sell anything. It's not going to ask you to present or to carry stock around. It is a lead generation system. We're going to ask you simply to connect people to us through our technology. If you're able to do that for us, well, then we're able to create greater market share and greater revenue for ourselves. And from that greater revenue, we're able to create for you wealth. Wealth is recurring income. What we have experienced as South Africans to this point is cash. Even if you have a salary, it's just cash. What is cash? Cash is something that arrives on occasion. It arrives when you sell something, and it arrives when you go to work. If you stop going to work, the cash stops. Does it not? I heard a scary thing the other day. Do you know there's been no cash in transit heists in Joburg for like ever? Like the last 2 years, I haven't heard of one on the news. And it's like a real thing. So I was talking to an EWN journalist the other day, and he said they've stopped because the police just started executing the guys. They got so frustrated with the fact that they couldn't stop people stealing cash that they eventually just basically started just killing them in their tracks. And there literally have been no cash in transit. Think about when last you heard of one in the news. They just stopped them in their tracks and started killing the guys in the streets. Crazy, frightening. But again, it was all on the mighty cash, okay? And the mighty cash dries up on us all the time. That's why we are never economically sound here in South Africa. So we wanted to change that. We wanted to create recurring income. Recurring income is the income that is there every month, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your circumstances are, whether you are working or on holiday, whether you're sick or healthy, the income flows in. How did we build that? Well, we built it off of the back of a debit order system. All of our products are financial services products because we're an insurance company. They run on debit orders, and those debit orders raise every month, no matter what you're doing, which means that we're able to create a flow of income to you that is there every single month. We built the system in South Africa, so we know what all of your circumstances are. We know that you're busy. We know that you don't have time. We know that you don't like selling. We know that you're embarrassed to talk about anything that sounds like one of those old things to your friends. We know that. And so we built this system around all of those things. And we built a system that leverages your circumstances. Whatever they are, you're able to leverage them through our technology to create this income. As we've always said, there isn't an excuse at DuePoint that's valid because we built it around every one of those excuses to allow you to start building change into your life. There is no change. We've heard that statement, 2020 year of plenty. It's been all over Facebook. And I kept asking the question, why? Why do we believe that 2020 is going to be a year of plenty? Everything that everybody's saying says 2020 is going to be worse than 2019. Here, you have the opportunity to pick up a tool that actually creates change. If you're going to make 2020 a year of plenty, you are now sitting before that tool that will do it for you. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we built into the technology layers of protection. Just one of the free services you get as a wealth engineer, and as I say, it's free, you don't pay for it, is our legal access service. This puts a lawyer at the end of your phone 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country, 365 days a year. You now have the protection of being able to talk to someone when something is happening in your life. Every day things are happening, things that you need help with. You now have that ability at no charge to pick up your phone and call someone that can help you. That's a free service built into the technology that you get. And in addition, ladies and gentlemen, you get the use of our system, our entire DuePoint system, at no cost. By simply being a product owner of ours, you get our presentations, our offices, our technology, our staff, everything you need to create wealth with our technology at no cost. This is an exercise in creating wealth. It is not an exercise in taking your money. Where you've been before, they've asked you for starter fees, or you've had to buy a starter kit, or pay monthly admin fees, and all sorts of things like that. Sign contracts. That was the newest thing. I heard yesterday, I was told there's this new thing bouncing around where you've got to pay a starter fee, and then you have to sign a contract that says you'll pay for your products and buy the products for a minimum of 6 months. An actual contract. That's illegal. But nonetheless, that's the latest thing that's out there. There's always somebody out there trying to rob you. Here at DuePoint, we create wealth. We don't rob you. And as a result, you do not pay for the use of our DuePoint tool and system and people. Folks, you do not require any specific qualification or experience because you're not selling, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not intermediaries, you're not advisors of ours. Everybody in South Africa gets the opportunity to build an asset with us here, an asset that creates income for them every month and an asset that will outlive them. When you pass away one day, your channel and the income it's producing will automatically transfer to your children. That means that you are building something that lays a foundation during your life on which the generations after you can build as well. Something, again, we have not done in the history of South Africa for our citizens. The technology is super simple. All you've got to do is tap your phone. When you connect people to us, we do the rest of the work for you. As you connect people to us, those people are plugged into what we do. They will see the vision, become wealth engineers, download our technology, and do the same thing. As this process repeats itself around the country, your platform, your channel of distribution is grown and is developed. We then come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you've made, and your income is born. No selling, no distribution, no any of those problems you've had in the past, just connection. And then we distribute the wealth to you. We do it in two ways. Firstly, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that it is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Your task is simple. Connect people. As you go out and connect a few people, they might take some products and pay for them. When they do, you get 27 Rand 50, multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand for every product that they take, that they pay each month. This means you have the ability to control your income now. Firstly, you can connect more people if you want more income. But secondly, where these people take multiple products, you get multiple 55 Rands. We have a whole host of products people can take. And we have the kind of products that everybody needs. Financial services are there because of the need. And so you have this ability through a single connection to us to create a stream of income for yourself. Everything else you've had to do in the past, you've had to go back every month and beg your friends to buy again before you earned anything. That is eliminated in our system. It's single connections and you move on and you've created streams of income. These folk will go out, connect a few more people, and again, you're going to get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand for every paid product on that point. In this particular example, and that's all it is, an example, you've connected a handful of people and you're making about $1,000 a month. That's the power of this tool. It's 12,000 Rand a year, you've hardly done anything. This is extra income. You don't quit your job to do this. We have an old dial-up modem there. There we go. All right, you don't have to do anything other than connect these individuals, and you have now created an income for yourself of around 12,000 Rand a year. But maybe you want more. Maybe you want more wealth. Well, we do not limit your income here. Some people choose to replace their income from their traditional jobs with us here. Others choose to supplement the income of their traditional jobs with us. This is a choice of yours. You'll pick up the tool, you'll use it, and you will create whatever level income you want. We never cut you off in this process. You have the ability to build and hand over to your children and have them build it further in the creation of wealth. But you are going to have to do two things. It's the two things they never tell you at any of the other presentations, because these are two things that South Africans don't want to hear. If you're going to create wealth, what are the two things you would normally have to do to create wealth? You would have to work and you'd have to put time in, wouldn't you? You see? Now, everybody else you've gone to, they've told you that you're going to be rich in 3 months. Just give us your 5,000 Rand and you'll get 400% return a day, and we'll give you 100,000 Rand in 2 days, and nobody ever gets anything. That's because they're just stealing from you. But what they're clever enough to know is that South Africans want to hear that. They want to hear that they're going to be rich without work. That's what they want to hear. You've seen that video that's going around at the moment, the girl picking up her Lamborghini outside the Saxon. Have you not seen that video? It gone totally viral. So you're obviously not plugged in. You missed out. Okay. Here's a girl who's probably in her early 20s. I felt really sorry for her. I don't know who she is. They've made up some names that turned out to be fake news. But, you know, this poor girl is getting a Lamborghini at age 21. Does she understand the value of wealth? Does she understand how it is created? And do you think she'll be able to keep it? I literally felt sorry for this poor girl, and of course she's been publicized now. It's terrible. But nonetheless, if you're going to create wealth, it unfortunately has two ingredients you cannot avoid. You cannot avoid them. One is you're going to have to connect people to us, and you're going to have to do it over that second ingredient, which is time. Now, time is not 5 days, it's not 5 weeks, and it's not 5 months. That's not time. That's nothing. These days, 5 months disappears. Okay, January's gone already. Friday, January's finished, 2020. There is no, you know, when people come to me and say, Brendan, I've been doing this for so long and it's not working. I go, how long have you been here? I said, no, I've been here for 3 months. I laugh at them. That's 3 minutes where I come from. You've been here for 3 minutes. This business doesn't work in 3 minutes. We calculate success here in years. And that frightens South Africans. South Africans don't want to hear years. They want to hear rich immediately. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that sort of mentality we're going to have to change, because we are not going to get out of financial crisis until we understand that it's going to take generations to turn us around. The economists are already saying 3 generations to turn South Africa's economy around. That means you in your life will not see South Africa's economy turn around. That's what the economists are saying. So you need something to bridge that gap. And that's what this tool is. But it is going to require years of your time. We use a simple example to demonstrate to you the power of this tool here. It's called 3 plus 2. It's very simple. Fits into your lifestyle right now, no matter what your circumstances are. It says in your first month with us, you need to connect 3 people. That's it. 3 people in your first month. And then every month thereafter, you've got to connect 2 solid paid people. That's it. 1 every 15 days. I know that all of you can do that. It doesn't matter how busy you are. You can connect 2 people a month. If you're able to connect 2 people every single month going forward, and you don't stop for Christmas, you don't stop for Easter, you put 2 in every single month, well, then I can demonstrate to you, based on the performance of those that came before you. Remember, this is not new. It's not experimental. You're not part of like the guinea pigs to see if this thing works. No, no, no. This is already a tried and tested system. So we have the data. We can demonstrate to you, based on those that came before you, what you should expect to earn with us. If you're able to do it for 6 months, 3 people in your first month, 2 every month thereafter, after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. You created it. It's yours. You can't be retrenched from it. You can't be fired from it. You've been doing nothing. You've been connecting 2 people a month. You know, some people say to me, oh, this is nonsense. I need far more money. I heard a lady on the radio the other day saying, no, don't tell me about these things. They earn too slowly. I want the scams because I can earn quickly in the scams. Of course, she hasn't made any money, as it turned out. Folks, 6 months of doing 2 and you're on 2,500 Rand a month. You want more money, just connect more people. But you're busy, so you can only do 2. Do it for 6 more months. That's a year. And that 2.5 will become about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That means a year from now, this time next year, you could potentially have created an income for yourself of 120,000 Rand a year. You haven't done anything special. You haven't become a salesperson, a presenter. You haven't. No, no, no. You've just taken the time each month to connect people to us. And after a year, you've engineered 10,000 Rand more into your household than you had in January 2020. Do it for 2 years, that 10 will become 27 to 30,000 on average. What would 30,000 Rand a month do for you? If your boss said, work for me for 2 more years and I'll increase your salary by 30,000 Rand a month, would you stick it out? Yeah, South Africans would be jumping for joy if they knew that 2 years of employment would. But what is your boss saying to you right now? We had a bad year. There won't be increases. We might be retrenchments. Here you've got a tool that doesn't say that to you. Here you've got a tool that says work hard and for long, and you can change everything about your circumstances. Are you willing to do it? Well, maybe for 2 years not, maybe for 3. Do it for 3 years. You haven't changed anything. You're just connecting 2 people a month, and that 30 becomes 40 to 45,000. 4 years, it's up to about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you're able to do it for half a decade, you're on around 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. It puts you in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. Top 0.5%. You see what crisis looks like when only 0.5% of people earn 80,000 Rand a month. That's where it puts you. You haven't done anything special. People say, but I want to earn that quicker. Great, connect more people. You're only connecting 2 a month in this model. And in 5 years, you've changed everything about your future. Everything. You can trust in that because we're not a fly-by-night. We've already been around for 7 decades as a company. Everything else you've ever done, how long did it last for? 6 to 12 months. I know them all. They've got to show. The next thing is in here. Gallagher State conferences, KZN conferences. Poof. Everybody's running after them. They take your money and poof, gone. Every single time. Why do we run after them? Because they promise you wealth without work. Don't they? But instead they make you poorer every time. Here we say to you, there's no such thing. Here we say, 5 years of labor. 5-year journey with us, and your future will never be the same. It doesn't stop at 5 years. What if you did 10 years? What would that number be after 10 years? What would it be after 20? You've got the ability to create any level of income you want here. And many have done it before you. We had Peter and Rena up with us in November on the stage. They were talking about their journey. They've been with us for about 3.5 years now, but by their own admission, did nothing for the first 2 to 2.5 years. They did nothing. They were out there, real estate agents, working full-time, scrambling in a failing economy to survive when the lights went on. And they said, what on earth are we doing? Here's the tool we got 2.5 years ago, sitting on the shelf, and we haven't been using it. Over the course of the next year, they built an income that's worth about 8,000 Rand a month. What could an extra 8,000 Rand a month do for you, particularly when you're retirement age? You know, what's the amount you get from government these days, the pension? 1,700 Rand a month. Can you live in your retirement on 1,700 Rand a month? No. Well, here it's 8,000 Rand a month. Built it in a year. We then had Philip Fourie up with us. Philip Fourie has been with us for 9 months when he last spoke to us here in November. Amazing, working hard, tremendous need. He was on a farm when he started at DuePoint out in George. Closest city was 15 kilometers away. So when people say to me, yeah, but I don't know anyone, I go, well, welcome, meet Philip. Philip was 15 kilometers to the closest city. And he built in 9 months a channel that's worth 20,000 Rand a month. What does 20,000 Rand a month do for you? It didn't take him, how long did I say it would take? It would take 2 years to get to 20,000 Rand in my model. He did it in 9 months. This tool is yours. You design your future with it if you're willing to work. Many have come before you. And you can go and find their stories on our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search DuePoint, and you will find hundreds of them over the last half decade of individuals, just a small percentage of the individuals we've put on our stage and interviewed through the process, talking about how they created wealth with our business. It's there for you to choose. Or you can choose to walk away and continue in the life you have. And that's literally what you'll do. You'll say, no, I don't want change. I don't want a future of financial freedom. I'm going to carry on with what I'm doing. That's your choice today. Folks, the second way we create income for you is actually through our training program. Our XP Rewards training program is designed to help you. People go, Brendan, I just don't know how to do this. We've got no problem. I'll teach you. We walk you through a training program, and as you complete the training program, we give you XP points, experience points. They accumulate. You can't lose them. Naturally, as you get trained in this, your channel grows, and as you meet those two criteria of experience and channel size, we reward you. We reward you for doing training. You don't pay for the training program. It's not like one of those conferences you've gone to where it's 5,000 Rand for the training starter kit. No, you get it for free. And we will hold your hand through the process. As you rank up in our channel, in our program, you get cash and you get tools. Rank 5, it's a full business kit. That business kit will get you sorted out and growing even faster here. Then at rank 7, we'll get you an imported set of custom-made business cards that are gold leafed for you. Gold leafed, not ink. Real gold on business cards. When you're in an economy that's in crisis and you give people business cards with gold on, suddenly it doesn't look like the next thing. Suddenly it looks very, very real. Then at rank 9, those of you who put the time in and put the numbers in and go with us to rank 9, then we will take you away every year that you maintain your channel size with us on a week holiday, 5-star, business class with your family. You know all the other places you've been to, they promised you holidays. But it was always the MSC cruise to the Portuguese islands. Have you noticed that? It's always the MSC cruise to the Portuguese island. You get the room next to the engine room, no windows, and you're told you're only allowed the basic meal, bread and water, and you're not allowed to bring anyone with you. I've read the T's and C's for a whole bunch of them. And they tell you that you only qualify once and you've got to requalify and requalify. Here, get to rank 9, maintain your channel size, and every year for the rest of your life where you do, we take you away. And instead of giving you fake pictures, we show you the wealth engineers that have gone away for years with us before, with their spouses and their children. Nothing that we tell you here today we haven't already delivered. It's already delivered. It's now just about whether you want to participate in this too. If you do, then your life starts to look a bit like this. Aish, that's right. I feel like I need to be there already. It's January, and I tell you, I said to my wife this morning, I feel like I need a holiday already. It's a nightmare. We have been running. We've been so on fire here at DuePoint the last 5 weeks that I'm just exhausted already. But it's so wonderful to be able to show you real people doing this business. None of these people got here in 5 minutes. None of them. They all put years in. You know, I mean, ranging between 5 months and 3 years to go rank 9, depending on the activity of the individual. But when they're there, it's every year going away with us. It's absolutely awesome. Rank 11, we give you another fantastic tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented. It's not financed through us. We give it to you. We don't take it back. It's your tool for wealth creation here. If you were with us 2 weeks ago, we were handing over another car to another rank 11. And it was fantastic because she's been ranked 9. She's been away with us on 2 of our trips already. And then she gets and takes delivery of a brand new car. You can see those clips on our Facebook page. Go to YouTube. There's a whole video on her taking delivery of a rank 11 car. And she's not the first. This opportunity lies before you. Now it's a decision of I want my life to continue as it was, which is largely a downhill spiral, or I want change. Change. And that's the tool that we give you here at DuePoint. We build this wealth off of the back of our financial services products. It's not magic, it's not mysticisms, and it's not a scheme. It is a proper mathematically built model off of the back of financial services products. We have a host of products you can pick from, starting with our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. The next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical declarations. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. Starts at 299 Rand a month, and from there you've got a whole host of options. You can pick between 20,000 Rands worth of cover, 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, 5 members on the plan with you, 10 members on the plan with you, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. It means that when you pass away, we cover your funeral and 10,000 Rands worth of any debt you have outstanding at that point. And then our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get 250,000 Rands worth of legal expenses insurance per incident. This means that now you not only have the lawyer at the end of your phone with our legal access service, but now with our Legal Guard product, you have the lawyer in the room with you. For every type of case, for every type of event in your life, you now have a lawyer that you have to the value of 250,000 Rand per incident. Trauma counseling, debt counseling, witness protection, everything is built into this product for 249 Rand a month. Then our fifth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's $2.99 a month to be a member of our Buyers Club. This gives you access to our corporate suppliers, which means you now have access to our discounts, our vouchers, our packages, our VIP services, account managers, all the things required to reduce your cost of living. This is a business of wealth creation. Every one of our products has a full training video, ladies and gentlemen. I encourage you to watch it on our website, our YouTube channel, or on our phone app. Watch the videos. They're relatively short, but completely comprehensive. Every benefit, every term, every condition, nothing hidden from you in all of our review videos. Know what you are buying in our business and maximize your benefit. We wrap our entire business, ladies and gentlemen, in our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest runs in calendar months, and it is always there. It says that in every calendar month where you can put 10, 20, or 30 people into your business and have them pay in the same month, the same calendar month, we will boost your returns and your rewards. Those were the first 2 things I spoke about. We'll boost them by an additional 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. That means in your first month with us, you can have 5,000 Rand as a minimum amount of earnings from us. 5 grand. Now we're coming up on February. You could do it in February. That means by the end of February, you could have 5,000 plus from DuePoint in your first month with us. And all you've got to do is connect 10 people. That's it. 10 connections, get them paid in the same calendar month. It's there every month. So you don't have to stop after your first month. Every month that you do it, you can accumulate your earnings. We have guys that do it every single month. You do it for a year, it's 60,000, 120,000, 180,000 Rands worth of additional income on top of your returns and your rewards. And we have delivered it every single month to everybody that's done it. Folks, If you want to know anything more about us and Constantia, go and look us up. We're a public company. Public. I always enjoyed reading social media, like the WhatsApps and the Facebook comments and stuff. It's amazing how people are willing to hand their opinion out with zero research. This is just one of those things. Done no research. Doesn't even know. And yet here we are, public. Public. Go to the JSE's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. We are listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Go to Constantia's website, find our financial statements, see who our directors are, see what BE status we have. Go to the regulator's website and see all the licenses, life licenses, short-term licenses, FSP licenses. This is a regulated and reviewed listed entity in the South African economy. Everything that you need to gain trust on. If you want to become a wealth engineer, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to do 4 things. Firstly, you've got to sign up. You've got to go to our website, DuePoint.net, fill out the form, apply or join, fill out the form. 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer, not a single cent having parted from your hands today. Then you need our technology. This is about connecting through our technology. Download it from the app stores. It is free. Once you have it on your phone, you need to learn how to use it. So step number 3 is you've got to do the training. You will not know how to do this unless you've done the training. Folks, this is a business that requires a smartphone and a little bit of aptitude towards IT. If you don't have those 2 things, you're going to find it virtually impossible to do this business. I'm sorry, it's just a reality. It is 2020 after all. Okay. Folks, once you have opened your app, top left-hand corner or bottom right-hand corner, you can click the menu button or the tools button and they will take you to the getting started section. There's a host of videos there, 4 or 5. Watch the videos and you know what to do. That one thing that you have to do for us, connect people, and it's taught you how to do it. It's taught you what to say. It's taught you how to use the tech, everything, if you've watched those videos. Once you've connected 3 people, you start earning. 3 connections. And you start earning with us. And then it's all up to you about how many connections and how much time you want to put into creating wealth with us. Folks, every Saturday we run our launch workshops. These are training sessions to get you up and earning fast. That's what they are. If you want to be in this business and earning within weeks, days, months of being here, the launch workshops every Saturday are for you. They're about 30, 35 minutes long. For those of you who've been watching the launch workshop in the top, we've got a brand new format this year, totally redone. Rob and I built it together, and I think you'll love it. The first one was this last Saturday. If you'd like to see what that format was, it's obviously on YouTube. Go dig it up under the upload section, and you will find our launch workshop from Saturday. But for those of you who are going to be here this Saturday or haven't made plans yet, 11:30, I'll be doing the new format launch workshop this Saturday morning. Make sure you're here, and we will get you up and earning quickly in the DuePoint system. Everything you need from us, ladies and gentlemen, is online. Everything. YouTube's got your daily broadcast Tuesday through Saturday, as well as all of our recorded videos. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor have got all of our podcasts if you battle with data. Facebook has got all of our social media content for you. Again, guys, I want to remind you, we have wealth engineers that constantly want to reinvent the wheel. They've been involved in other things that they think they can bring that knowledge into DuePoint with, generally wasting their time. If it didn't work in the previous thing you did, it's not going to work here. What we have done for you is create all the material you need, and we've proven that it works. So don't try and take our stuff and change it, manipulate it, edit it, or make your own. Don't. You're wasting your time. You've got all the video material you need. You've got all the picture material you need. You've got all the marketing material you need. We make it for you. And we put it on Facebook, and we put it on YouTube, and we even put it on the WhatsApp groups. You don't need to make anything. You have one task. Just connect people, and we will do the rest for you. We even have a store. If you want to purchase our tools to help you get going, we've got a store. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, click on store, and there's a whole host of tools that you can purchase and can help you. USB sticks if you struggle with data, they've got everything on them, as well as stuff to start conversations. Those of you here, you can purchase them at the counter. Those of you who are around the country, and I can see hundreds of you around the country at the moment watching us, which is really very exciting, just order them online, and we'll deliver them to you. Okay. Folks, we believe we have thought of everything. We have done everything. And we have had a busy start to this year already with all the things that we have done. In less than 2 weeks' time, next week Saturday is our Converge National Conference. I'm incredibly excited about that. I'm looking forward to seeing our top 100 wealth engineers there and their guests. Those of you who still have to pay for your tickets, there's only a handful of you, get them paid now, otherwise those tickets will go out It's fully booked. Unfortunately, we've got no more tickets left, which is also very exciting. But if you don't pay for your ticket, we're going to give it to somebody else because there's a whole waiting list at the moment. Guys, I'm looking forward to it. If you've got questions and concerns around our business, ask them. We have nothing to hide. Those of you around the country, call client services. Client services are Monday to Friday. We'll answer any question you have. I'll bet you didn't have a client service team in the last place you were at. Here you do. Don't walk away with the wrong perception of this business. DuePoint is nothing like anything you've ever seen before. That is a factual statement. Get out there, ask the questions you need, and then pick up this tool and make change in 2020. Otherwise, continue on the path that you're on. We will be live again tomorrow at 6:30. We'll see you then. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.